And start up a new playthrough doing Aaron, because I haven't done Aaron in a while, especially since
So here I
the
am. If I
character pack update where they changed her passive. So now she has each enemy within vision range increases the rate of heroism, optimism, second wind activation by 20% up to 100%. So she has 5 enemies within vision as a 100% chance of getting one of the positive effects. Increases the duration of positive psychic states by 100%. And improves their effects by 40% plus 2 for each character level. There's no cap on that. At least it doesn't say so, if there is one. Okay, so she's all about getting the positive effects and then getting a huge boost from it. While affected by second wind, with 50% chance to allow the character to avoid death an unlimited number of times. So she has a very hard time of dying. Okay. Killing dangerous enemies grants additional experience depending on the character's level. I'm assuming dangerous enemies means like mini bosses and bosses. Maybe some other things are categorized as dangerous enemies. I'm not sure what it means, but I wish that was more specific. But sure. Okay, we're gonna be doing Aaron, and we're gonna probably be doing a full plate armor and two-handed build, just to be incredibly durable, and then just run in and smack stuff with our two-hander. So let's organize the inventory a little bit. How's our layout? Oh, we got Pilgrim's Rest up here. Is this the... yeah, that's the fort. Okay. This looks pretty standard for what I'm used to layout-wise. Except usually Pilgrim's Rest is over here and the graveyard's up here, I think. So that's reversed a little bit. Okay. So I don't start with a two-hander, so I'm going to have to grab one from the barracks. Erin has a pretty good starting equipment. Her one-handed sword is pretty good. Her heirloom item comes pre-broken, but even broken it has better stats than a lot of chess pieces in the game. I think the only character that has a better chess piece than this, assuming you don't fix this, if you fix it, it's pretty good, is the northern guy with the spear. I forget his name. The blonde fellow that I think is supposed to like be a parallel to a Viking. He's got like a fur chess piece that's a very good starting chess piece. That's nearly as good as this one, stats wise at least. The problem is getting this thing repaired, and then choosing to keep it repaired because it costs quite a bit to repair. I think they've reduced the price of it a little bit, because I remember you not being able to repair it right away. It was like closer to like 500 gold a long time ago, I think. So it's a little bit cheaper than it used to be. So we're going to get her a two-hander. I need to decide what I want to do two-handed wise. So she gets maces and swords unlocked for free, but I don't think she gets axes, does she? No. Who teaches two-handed axes? Does this guy do it? I just want to see if I wouldn't mind doing two-handed axes. I don't think I've done two-handed axes before. Can you teach me something? Beginner lesson in axes. That isn't two-handed axes. Okay. If I wait to get a treaty for it, what are we working with at two-handed axes? Hook chop. So I kind of like the body part damage. I mean, mace is alright. And I have done a two-handed sword build on her before. I thought it might be the better idea, considering it gives her a lot of counter chances and block chance and yada yada, making her a little bit more defensible. But if you're going full plate armor, she's plenty durable. So I don't know if it's entirely necessary to do that. So I think we might get a two-handed axe. Oh, it's a pole axe. Neat. Alright. Okay, we need to sell this. Okay. Let's check the cloth vendor to see if they have anything that can upgrade my gloves. Okay, we could get... oh, we could get a belt too. Okay, let's get leather belt. Normally I don't get these, but they're going to be the best for being tanky for the first little bit, so I think I'm going to grab them. Okay. We have the ability to switch to one-handed and shield if we really need to. Okay. So let's start grabbing the herbs for the starter quest. There's always an Argamon that sits on this fence here. We need spearmint, which sometimes spawns on the... yep. on the outside of the map. We need a tuff of Fleetwood. And then there's an additional one, isn't there? I can't remember. And there's a sword for the blacksmith. Perfect. We're not taking a whole lot of damage because of how durable she is. We don't need a leek, do we? Well, we can grab a leek just to make some lentil soup. Yeah, we need Fleetwood and... do we need like mine wort or something? I can't remember. I think it might just be Ergramon. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this quest. Let's have a quick check. Usually I pick up the quest just so I can reference it, but... I was too quick to the gun getting out of town. I know you can pretty much get most of everything in town. What's your quest? Do you have any work for me? Alright, finish your task. Okay, so it's only the 3 herbs. Alright, get some free healing elixirs. So we need 2 more swords. And we need to go get the plane from the broken down cart. But before we do that, we'll go check this question mark out. Alright, what do we got here? Oops. Oh yeah, we got one of the underground caves. We can poke our head inside. We don't want to aggro any of the cave-eating rock eaters or whatever they're called. But if we can find something that's lootable without aggroing any of them, which we can, get this rot bloom at least. It's worth a little bit of early game money. And that's worth some a little bit of early game money. Okay. We don't want to aggro those. Can we move around here? Okay, we got bats. Okay. Hopefully those fleeing bats won't be a problem for us. Quite beat up over that though. Okay. Okay. More of these. Okay, we can't go up there. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to wait for that one to path back. We might be getting pincered in here. think I may have gotten myself into a little bit of trouble here. So can't do anything till this one moves. Maybe it won't move as long as it's in my vision. Don't know if that's how it works, but... No. Don't think we're powerful enough to take it on. That's the big problem, though. Let's eat this. The only thing I could think of is maybe distracting it by throwing something in it. Oh, looks like it moved. Finally. Okay. We can get out now. Do we risk it a little bit and do a little bit more exploration this way? I don't think there's much over here. I could try to get that puff, but let's not risk it. Okay. We're in a little bit of pain here. Guess we can use this to get our health up a bit. To lower our pain threshold so we actually drop below and stop stacking negative mood modifiers. One moment, sorry. Okay. We could do like warfare maybe. I think seize initiative is a good skill to grab immediately. Armored combatant. We probably might want to get that too. Because that way it'll save on repairs. And since we're going to be using a lot of heavy armor, we're probably going to want to do that. So let's grab self-repair early, just to get the higher chance of fragments of armor to drop. And then I think I'm fine with grabbing Seize Initiative. Seize Initiative is like one of the strongest early game strikes that you can do with your melee that is low investment in a talent tree. And just generally a great both offensive and defensive skill to pick up. So used to be kind of a must in my opinion until they opened up the trees a little bit with some of these expansions. And they did some reworking with the talent trees over the course of the game's history, so some of the skills are much more powerful. I remember some of the one-handed trees felt kind of bleh power-wise, but they have a lot more status effects on them and such than they used to back in the day. And also the two-handed trees are a lot bigger than they used to be. I remember axes. Can't remember if it was one-handed axes This looks similar to what one-handed axe always looked like, but two-handed axe has a lot of points to invest. I don't remember it having that many. I could be wrong though. I think we just crank everything into strength. I think this is just going to be a strength build. We're just going to try to out DPS everything, smack it down with our two-hander, and just tank up with plate armor. Okay, this should be where the road bandits are. Yep. Got two two-handers though, so we're gonna have to be careful about positioning. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's pick up everything here. We'll read this, throw it on the ground. Okay. So now we got the Carpenter's quest complete. Let's do this. Hopefully we can keep Erin in a good mood all the time, because her effects kind of rely on her being in a good mood. The Happy Night. Well, I guess optimistic night, but you know. Is this a bandit camp? I could use a save and a place to change it from night to day. Yep. Okay. Good. Oh, we got two two-handed dudes. Okay, we got heroism. Which is good. Okay, we got a ring, that's awesome. Let's beat up. Okay, those are all decent items. This is a pretty large camp size for one of the early game bandit camps. Tier 2 bow immediately? That ain't bad. We're probably going to use a crossbow at some point though. Okay. Don't think we can make a... We can make a salad though. We need to get this cabbage in here somehow. Let's do this for now. Get the cabbage in here. I can make a green salad. Yeah. Okay, do we eat this now? Yeah. Drink a little more water to get that down. Okay, we're gonna want to get this all lugged back somehow. So I think we make a... Okay, I think we'll throw the straw on the ground for now. Let's make some splints since we have the rope at the moment. And we need 2 more sticks. Okay. Problem is I don't know how I'm gonna lug all this back. Because this is worth money. We don't need to take this, but I want the bow. That means that we're going to... Well, we could break the cabbage up and make another salad. Right. Okay. Now we can fit everything in. Yes. I don't think we need to bring the straw with us, so we can hold off on that for now. I'll rest till 6, so we can actually talk to the NPCs. Okay, back to town. Okay. Let's drop the plane off here. I found this plane. Thank you. Sell the bow. Early 40 gold is good. You can't repair any of my stuff. We can sell this pelt to this guy. Okay. You can sell the spool of thread to this guy as well. Then we can sell these herbs to this guy. Some really good early game money there. He doesn't have any money. We can do this. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got 1 bandage. That should be good enough. We got some healing stuff. We got some splints. We can sell all that stuff still. Or store it. Okay, we have our water collected. So we'll sell this. We're gonna hold on to the nails. That doesn't sell for much, so let's hold on to it. We'll sell the alcohol though. We need to get our stuff repaired at the blacksmith. Do I repair this now? I think we wait till we get some scraps. Yeah, we need to hold on to the sword because we need 2 more to churn in to get I think he gives 300 gold for all of them. We'll just stick the rest of the stuff in the chest here. We'll sell that, and we'll carry that around with us to feed us. Alright. Sell this to you. Okay, we're roughly around 500 gold, which is good. Usually we start going into the negative pretty early on, but we're in the positive. So we can do some more exploration. I think we're going to hit up this, go to the lone farmstead, because there's always a bunch of good loot there. Get the XP from exploring this. Maybe just carve out this area here. And then maybe come down here and carve this out. Looking for bandit camps and extra locations. You want to do as much early game map or exploration as you can if you can get away with it. Some builds don't have the ability to traverse the overworld map very well, but you should be trying to find in the early game as many bandit and camps that you can find. Because each bandit camp has a chance to have a chest, and chests allow for a lot of early game items. As you saw, we found that tier 2 bow at the last bandit camp. That just gives you kind of a jump in power. And you kind of want to get as much early game advantage as you can. Okay, there's a chance to get some swords. We got 2 sword bandits. And 1 sword. And 2 swords. Okay, we got the quest complete. Perfect. No chest at this camp, unfortunately. But we can use it to save. We'll go explore the mill later. What do we got XP wise? You also kind of want to do exploration just to get your XP up, because every new tile explored is, or like one of these, you know, one of these tiles is about 50 additional experience. And in the early game, with the XP required to level up, you get levels pretty quickly by exploring. Because I usually want to be around level 5 before we start tackling the first dungeon, just to kind of get the little bit of an oomph over the enemies, so that you're not kind of struggling through the dungeon. Way back in the day when you could reset the dungeons, I used to wait till like around level 10 to do them, so that I would have such an advantage over them, but you can't do that anymore. Okay. We got a question mark over here, might as well check it out. This one will probably be a higher level spawned area, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful about that. It's also in an alpine tile, so we have to watch out for mooses and potentially trolls and bears. Okay, it's a road encounter. Okay, still tier 1 bandits. Okay, let's have a look at this lumberjack axe. Okay, it's pretty beat up. Okay, so it should be a road shrine or a or a broken down caravan. Got some deer. Okay, it's a road shrine. And we'll use that to get the blessing. Gives a little bit more XP. And some extra defensive stats, as well as 1 sacred damage on attack. Which ain't bad. Okay, we'll just hug this mountain line. And we will continue exploring. Okay, we got a level, another point in strength. Because by level 5, as long as you're investing in one of the stats that you started off with 11 points into, you'll hit a 15 threshold on that stat, allowing for a pretty big boost in some stats. Which I feel gives you kind of an edge in the early game when fighting these level 1 bandits. Okay. Getting a bit hungry and thirsty. Unfortunately, with this build, hunting is a bit on the no-go side. Because unless I get a ranged weapon, which I will eventually do, probably I'll get the crossbow. So that we can get a single shot off before switching to a to our two-hander. Because if you're going a pure melee build, you need some sort of range option. Don't want a wolves at the moment. Is this a wolf? This got to be a wolf den, considering that there's wolves on the map. Oops. Okay, wolf trail. I don't want to mess with the wolves after they kill the bandits. Hey, let's see if we can go back and loot them though. Perfect. Extra 2 coins early game, not too bad. Okay, we got the lone farmstead down here. Okay, more bandits wanting to fight. She's doing pretty good. I usually get more beaten up on the characters, so maybe these new passives are better, or I don't know. They made the enemies weaker. I'm not sure. I just don't feel as we're getting destroyed as badly as I have in the past on these characters. So maybe he's balanced it. Maybe the designers balanced out the early game a little bit better. Or maybe Aaron's just really powerful. That could be the case too. Okay, we'll take that. My shoes are better defensively. These ones just have fatigue resist on it. there's the gloves we purchased. I should be able to rip mine, or rip these ones up, right? Yeah. Get some leather. We could do the same thing with these shoes. Always forget that you get the ability to do that once you get the talent. Okay. Do we want to grab the horseshoe? Nah. Okay, that's worth money. And I'll take this. Okay, we'll rest in here to save. Okay, do we want to head back now? And then I can head back out and explore this area? I think so. I'll just, while I'm here, pop over one tile and see if we get any question marks. Yes, we do. I don't think I can afford at the moment to mess around with those. We'll head back to town. We'll just hit the brewery on the way back. Get the extra XP. We're nearly halfway to level 4. In our last playthrough, there was a forest right here. Because the brewery was pretty much surrounded by a forest. And I thought it was weird thematically that that was the case, because who would want to build a farming area in the middle of a forest? Unless, you know, it's an apple orchard. That makes a little bit more sense, but pretty sure these guys are brewing barley, so, or some kind of wheat-based alcohol. So I don't think they want to be doing that kind of farming in the middle of a forest. Okay, so we're roughly at half. We got some alright loot. We got a quest complete. I would love to find the Axe Treaty book, but don't think that's happening. We can also check some of the other NPCs. I don't think there's a two-handed axe guy in town, but that teaches two-handed axe. But it's not worth poking around. Maybe the blacksmith teaches it. I don't think he does, though. Okay, let's make some lentil soup. Okay. I'll leave that in there for now. We'll rent a room so we can save. Okay, I need to fit this in here. How long we got on this bread? I always accidentally have it mold because I like holding on to the bread because it lasts so long. And it has negative modifiers on it, so I don't always like using it immediately. Kind of use it as a last resort type food. Okay. Should I sell this? Yeah, we're not gonna spend a turn placing it. We're not playing a archer build. Okay. You have any work for me? Deal. Finish your task. 150 gold. Huzzah. Okay, we can sell this to the cloth vendor probably. Nothing interesting here. Here you go. The scraps don't sell terribly if I want to sell them. Okay, let's just quickly go back and save. And then we will head back out to explore a little bit more before we go do the first dungeon. Okay, more lentils. And leek. Oh, we didn't check the town for two-handed axe. Oops, I didn't mean to eat that. Dang it. That makes you super thirsty. Okay, let's clear out this bottom area so that I don't have to do it later. It's a snake. Snake. Okay. Just for completion's sake, let's go down here and... Well, let's get into some trouble with some bandits. It's our duty as the Knight Errant to ensure that these woods are safe. Though I don't know what kind of knight uses a two-handed axe, but... Shh. Okay. Okay, perfect. I was a little afraid that it was just going to be a mountain along the whole area. So okay. Let's check if I go down here. Yeah, it's mountain all the way down. No, I think we go back this way. Okay. We're gonna just hug the mountain wall. And... okay, we found a question mark. Hopefully it's not another cave. Because I would like more bandit camps. I mean, anything else is fine, it's just XP, but I'd be preferably wanting to find as many bandit camps as we can. I wouldn't actually, you know what, if it's a cave and it's a mining cave with bandits in it, I'm fine with that. I think we should be able to defeat the boss inside of one of those. Because they are like the equivalent to the boss of the first dungeon. And I feel like we could take that on if we really wanted to. This was a question mark tile, right? This definitely won't have a cave on it if it is. How am I missing? Okay, it's a bandit camp. One without a chest, though. I didn't mean to move down there. Uh-oh. Okay. Take the pear. Take another copper ring. Okay, that's pretty good loot considering we found it in a barrel. No treasure chest though. Whatever. Guess we could make some more food while we're here. Okay. We can fill our water back up at that little lake there. Perfect. I can make some meat food now. We need basic skills. No, we need survival. Tender meat. It's like the only way we're ever going to be able to catch... well, maybe when we get a crossbow we'll be able to shoot rabbits from a range with it. Okay, we got a question mark in the corner here. I like that there isn't a lot of dense forest over here. There is up in the corner, though. Hopefully we don't have to traverse it too much. I'm not a big fan traversing the forest tiles. Okay. What do we have on this tile? Another bandit camp? No, spiders. Probably a spider nest. Oh, no, it's just an infested camp. This one would have a chest, but unfortunately spiders are considered pretty high level enemies. So we're not going to mess around with that. I very much doubt that we would be able to hit them, nonetheless kill them. Especially if we aggroed more than one, which is highly likely. Okay, let's loop back and go to this lake so that we can fill up our water. I am very surprised that this is the first time we've been fighting wild dogs. Okay. Heal the bleed. One more tile over and we can get some water. Yeah, she seems to do fine mood-wise. I don't know if that's just because she doesn't get hit as much because of her armor or whatnot, but doesn't accrue as much pain. Okay. So this is one of the question marks. Another bandit camp maybe for us? Yep. And it looks like a big one, so there's probably a chest in this one. Let's get rid of this bleed. I'll grab a leech. That's a necklace. Lentils. I don't know why we keep picking up everything, but I guess we'll hold on to a bowl. Okay. Okay. Not the most fruitful looting, but it's something. Okay. Almost level 4. We got another question mark over here. Got a bandit fighting some dogs. Come on, get an auto attack off. There we go. Okay, well, let's just continue going this way so we get the edge of the map cleaned out. Because what I could also do if I'm really in the mood for it is I could quickly run down to the second town and grab the X1 treaty. Just so that we unlock two-handed axes. So I can actually start using some of the weapon skills. Okay, we're at the edge of the map. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, don't want to fight a boar. Not yet, at least. How's the still holding up? So I think when it hits 0, the stats get to a point where it's way not worth. Well, still worth wearing, but it'd be more worth getting a another piece of chest armor to put on. Where is the center of the map? Should be right around here somewhere. Okay, it's a deer trail. I was thinking that that was the case when I saw the deer. Okay, another point of strength. We're getting lots of weapon damage and block chance from this. Pretty good. I don't want to fight the boar. Okay. Hug this wall. Okay, one more tile over and we get this question mark. Then we've kind of cleared out the whole east side of the map, and then we don't need to come over here anymore. Unless this question mark is a cave, then we might want to come over here at some point, but hopefully it's not. So I don't have to think about coming back this way. Oh, it is a cave. Alright, let's see if it's a bandit one. Because if it's a bandit one, then we can clear it. But if it has the cave eaters in it, I don't have a whole lot of inventory space though. I don't see any bandits, so I have a feeling that this is a cave eater dungeon. Nope, bandits. Okay, perfect. We can take on bandits. Oh, come on, I'm behind something. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the bigger issue will be lugging back all this loot. Because we're gonna get a bunch of ores from this dungeon. I would love to find one of the little, like, small chests. There's a lot of food in here too. I wonder if there's gonna be a fireplace in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful about the boss room. There's a pickaxe on the ground. Okay, there's the boss. Because we don't want to pull the entire room. Okay, we pulled... Shout. Okay, I think we pulled everything but the boss. I don't see the boss following them, so I think he pathed back. Oh, here he comes. But we got everybody else out. he bleeded himself. That's a good start. I think we want to wear out his battle rage though. But he might be able to keep that up permanently. But we can at least allow the bleed to take a bit of damage on him. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's start that fire in the room and make some food. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, they don't have a pot in here though. Oh, there's one on the ground. Perfect, okay. Okay. Cabbage. Let's make... Can we make a vegetable? We need a leek. We need tomato, beet, or carrot. Yeah, tomato. And a random vegetable. Let's do a beet. Oh, beets are required for the recipe. We can make another one. Cook, eat this. We can make another one. Beet. Onion. And beet. Cook. Beet. Okay, we don't have the other stuff. Let's make... Do we have something we can make gruel? No, we don't want that. Meat skewer. We need a stick. Peasant stew. Meat stick's the only thing we can do with a meat at the moment. Okay. Okay, hopefully my pick... Oh, I don't need a pick to open that one. Nice. Dodge. Fortunately, this thing's really damaged. So, I'm not going to be picking that up. And I knew we were going to run into this issue. Just have too much stuff in the inventory. And even more stuff in the inventory. Okay. Let's just roast this. And eat it. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to forego the cabbage. It's taking up too much room. And then I'll make some lentil soup to stick in here. Okay, pretty much anything that isn't worth anything is not coming with us. That's worth something. That's not worth anything. I got plenty of food. We'll just chuck that on the ground. Because we're also going to have to get the pickaxe in our inventory temporarily. We could drop our axe on the ground and pick up the pickaxe for a little bit. Let's just finish clearing out the dungeon real quick. Pick up this stuff. At least we're gonna make a decent chunk of cash doing this. But we'll also have to immediately go back to town. which is fine because we're done clearing up the area. But we got plenty of war veins in here. Okay, we can explore up here. Okay, is this one better than the ones I have? It's got 32 durability. No, mine are. But I could sell this if we have room. I don't know if we will. But we'll hold on to it just for now anyways. Okay. Still have a pretty decent chunk of the dungeon left. I don't have any more theaters left. This could be a problem. I might bleed to death. And I did. Jeez! Okay. How far do we go back? Pretty far. Pretty far. I'm debating what we want to do. Because I could wait to do that until later. Just sucks because I cleared out all that map. I'm gonna have to do that again. Okay. I think we just take what we currently have and head back to town. That way I can be a little bit more better equipped to deal with that dungeon. Since we did kind of cheese the boss as well. So there's no guaranteeing that we will be able to do that again. And that way we can be higher level when we go deal with them. Can hit level 5, maybe get a little bit better gear. But it's nice to know that that's there. Even though I don't like having to travel all the way over there. We'll grab the leak. Okay. Also, I think we want to be able to... We got 3 skill points, so we want to unlock axes for sure. Yeah, because if we can get that, then we get one more level, we can get all the... We can get all of the... Oh, I was looking at the wrong X tree. If we get the X bonus right now, we can get the things, all 3 in the first tier, and grab something in the next one. Yeah. Maybe we go on a little adventure then. That way we're set up for the next streaming session. I'll just take a travel down to the second town, which I have to be a little bit careful heading over there. Not to run it into any tier 2 bandits. Cause that will be a death sentence. But we got plenty of food that we've gathered. To make the trip. We have anything in here? No, we don't have anything we want to stick in here. Can you repair these lockpicks, or do you just have a limited amount of them? I don't have anything to sell to him, do I? No. Oh, it's pouring. Maybe we repair this now? Sure, why not? I think we also grab this crowbar. Because you can't repair the block picks. Sell this. I'll sell that. I'm not going to use it probably. Hold on to the... I'll sell that, true. Probably not going to use it either. We'll hold on to the food and cook it up. We'll get my cloth armor repaired. Okay, and then we'll start making some food for the travels. And get one final save before we leave. We make a vegetable salad, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we don't have a beet, carrot, or tomato. We could probably grab one though. I think this vendor sells at least one of those things. Yeah. Yep. What is it? Oh, this guy has a tomato. No. Is beet one of the things? I think it was. If not, carrot is, maybe. Yeah, beet's fine. I'll cook this up. Okay, we got plenty of food for the travel. Let's quickly save. And then we will head our way down to the second town. Maybe I should, before I do that, just see if one of them actually, hey, he does maces. Let's check the only other person I could think that could do it is this guy. He does spears. How about the guy upstairs? I think he teaches something too. No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's head on down to the second town then. So we can get our two-handed axes. Maybe be able to hit level 5 by the way back. Or on the way down. I don't think we want to travel along the road, and we might as well start filling in the map as we're going down so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We just don't want to get into any trouble on the way there and on the way back. Because I should have maybe stocked up on some more medical supplies, but we can't waste too much of our money because we're going to need it for the book. Okay. I think this might be the first time I've traveled to the second town early. At least on stream. I have done it before in the past. Oh no, I didn't get more bandages. That is a failure on my part. Okay, let's just quickly check the far side here. I think it's a mountain line though. Yep. Let's eat this. Drink this. Grab some more tender meat. Oh right, there were question marks. Okay, bandit camp. Trail. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit before we get the next level. But level 5 will be a big boost in our stats to like body part damage, crit efficiency, so more damage on crits, and armor damage. All good things. Especially for the axe build. To the gallows with you. Why are you running? Okay. I think we'll just pop our head over this way. I should probably use these medical supplies to top off some healing here. Or I'm gonna have to end up using a splint if I get hit in the leg again. Okay. Oh, that was a question mark. Okay. We can go back and deal with that. Just want to do that real quick. Okay, is this a bandit camp? Yes. Looks like they got into a fight with something though. I don't know what's tough enough to defeat these bandits. But... oh. Wild dogs? There's no way wild dogs... well, there's quite a few of them. Okay, I can see maybe why they were able to defeat the bandits. That's okay, we got heroism. But I do need my weapon. Okay. Well, we managed. Well, we did better than 3 bandits. Okay. We should save though. Okay, we're almost halfway to the next level. Take on one of the dogs that ran away. Okay. I am going to make some food while we're here. I'll make another salad, I guess. And then also rest again. I am quite banged up. but that's fine. We are not fighting a boar. Okay. Drink and fill ours back up. Swim across. At least we have our chest piece completely repaired, so we could take a lot more damage in the chest. Okay, we got some question marks. Wonder if one of these is going to, or this one's going to be the hunting cabin. No. Oh, it's a herbalist hut. That's an okay find. Sure, we'll take the herbal satchel. Can't take the staff though. But getting early herbal extraction is pretty good. I'll take the book, why not? Don't think I'll wear it though. Unless we really need to. That was a pretty good find. Don't like being in these woods. Maybe I should have looked for some leeches to help with our body recovery. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, we don't have to trick too far. I don't know why that wolf turned on us. I think it was because it was in combat. Let's roast this tender. I think it's because the wolf was chasing something and then it just auto-triggered onto us afterwards. I think there's a bug around that. I don't know if it has to do with the creature running off screen or the wolf killing the target, or I'm not sure what causes it to happen. I just know it happens sometimes. Because usually the wolf will, if it works as the script should work, the wolf should reset to being in its normal stasis. Then it should gain awareness of me, and then it should do its caution question mark thing, where it doesn't immediately aggro and it starts growling. But yeah, there's a bit of a little bug where sometimes it doesn't do that exact sequence of events. But that's fine. We didn't have to go too far. Just weird it was able to do a chest injury to me so easily. Considering my chest is the highest protected area on this character's body at the moment. Hopefully this isn't a wolf den. Okay, we got deer. It's a moose trail. Okay, perfect. That's a fox. Okay, we found the road. So we should be... Have you picked the wrong place for a fight? I think they have. Yeah, that's pretty damaged. Okay, let's eat the apple. And I'll eat this just so that I don't forget to do that. Okay. I'm gonna guess this is a bandit camp. Yep. Still getting tier 1 bandits. Okay, a little banged up. We can tear these up at least. Okay. Should probably use the leather to repair some of our stuff. And then we will take advantage of this camp and rest for a little bit. That gets rid of our pain at least. If I could find a leek or a lentil sitting around here, I can quickly make some food. Doesn't look like we're finding any. Another cutthroat. Well, we can take on a one-handed mace guy. And I guess we're taking on a two-handed spear guy as well. Well, fine, I guess you get to go run away. Let's make vegetables. Eat this one. There we go. Let's just do a quick save. Okay. Let's just do a full exploration around this tile by just touching the corners. Uh-oh. I'm not catching up to him. We'll just let him run. Okay. Only about 150 more XP. I don't want to fight these dogs. Dogs are freaking annoying. They weren't when we were playing the hunting build, though. Because pretty much, if we hit them, they would die. If not by the initial arrow that we shot at them, then by the bleed that pretty much always applied to them. Uh-oh. These are tier 2 bandits. Uh-oh. Now I need the dogs to tank for me. Well, maybe we could take them on if we have heroism. Do I want to try that, though? The problem is if I run into another group of bandits, then we're pooched. But I should be able to get back to this base camp over here. I just have to cross my fingers I don't run into any more bandits. Because I might end up losing the one in the back now. No, he's still pathed onto the map. Okay. I think they still follow onto this map, but the guards will help kill them when I get close to the base. Yep. Get them, guards, get them. You got this. Hello. And we discovered this location. Awesome. That's costly. I don't think we can afford that at the moment. Sure, I'll sell this stuff. And it's also very costly. So is that, but it's a two-handed axe tier 2. Okay, we're gonna need to go into the town, which should be pretty close by. Do we wanna? Yeah, sure. We'll get the early XP from discovering this dungeon. Actually, I may have gone to the second town on stream. We did play the elf, and the elf's ability was to discover things. So I think I may have gone to the second town on that guy early. And I think I might have almost done it on the archer build. Okay. Now we just need to discover the town and we'll level to level 5. And then we will easily probably be in a position Oops. That's a tier 2 archer. Let's see if he paths on with me. Oh. Okay. Fine. We just have to be a little careful, and then we're gonna have to be a little bit careful on the way back. But we got to the town at least. Supposing we don't run into any bandits right here and now. And there's our level. Alright. 15 strength. Time to go get the book. Give me the book. Oh, okay. That is a problem. He doesn't have the two-handed book. Okay, maybe... I don't think this guy teaches axes. This is an issue. Okay. Recalibration. What are we thinking? Maybe this guy teaches? Yes, he teaches two-handed axes. Okay. It's a little expensive, but worth it. Perfect. Sell off this to him. Okay, we're holding on to the rest of this stuff. Do we want to get some upgrades while we're here? Because I don't think we can get an upgrade to our weapon, but we can maybe get some upgrade to our armor. You could get the hide boots. I don't know. Don't think we want to spend the money this early. We just want to focus on... maybe we'll check the blacksmith. I think that the NPCs are going to retire soon, though. So I'm going to have to be quick. What do you have? Yeah, we can't quite afford the two-handed axe. Those might be worth grabbing, though. Get some early game boots. Or we could get an early game helmet. Can't get both, can we? No, we're just a little bit shy money-wise. Get the splint bracers as well. I think we go helmet. Let's get the... let's get a kettle helm. I like that. Okay, they're all retiring. But now we can two-handed axes. We can get hook chop. We can get shield breaker. Dismember. So shield breaker allows two-handed axe to apply their target with negative block chance, negative block recovery, and max block power for 6 turns. So this is a anti-shield thing, which is good because these shield bandits are quite annoying, as well as shield skeletons. If the target block chance is 0, two-handed axe strikes against them grant fumble chance for 6 turns. Okay. So it also has an effect against people who do not have shields or are not using block rate. Makes regular units more clumsy. Both effects stack up to 5 times. Nice. Hook chop. We see the regular axe bandits do this. It's just a strike. I think it has a high bleed chance. Yeah, high bleed chance. Has armor pen, and it pulls the target 1 square closer, and then does a bunch of damage as well. And then it also does more body part damage to something. Okay, good. So we're pretty much doing a injury build where we're working on trying to smack things and deal body part damage with our two-handed axes. Deliver a strike to body part damage, critical chance. One of the target's body parts with minor or medium injuries. If the target has no injuries, deliver the strike to one of its limbs. If the strike worsens an injury or causes a new one, the target loses a bunch of max health. The affected body part starts to bleed. Okay, so we're going to be hitting hard with bleeds and such. Okay. We're pretty close to going down one more tier. Do we... War cry. We could do that. War cry. Make a large amount of noise within 75, confuses enemies within tiles, blah blah blah, daze them. The confused and dazed depends on the target's will to fight. Active rage for... Yeah, we might get this. We'll sit on that and think about it. But I think we're gonna want to save, so we're gonna get a room for the night. Just to ensure that we keep our progress here. Because we don't want to have to run all the way from the last bandit camp we saved at. And then we will trek back to the starter town. Since we haven't unlocked the ability to use the caravan yet. Okay. We should be good so long as we can get past the couple of tiles around this city that spawn in Tier 2 bandits. Oops. Don't want to accidentally aggro bison. Okay. But if we run into some Tier 1 bandits, then we've got some new handy damaging tools. As well as a displacement tool that'll allow us to pull a guy in and kill him quickly. Okay. We should be out of tier 2 category bandits. Hopefully. Let's eat this. Should have sold the alcohol while we were in town. Okay. Alright, regular tier 1s. Pull you in. Are you injured? No, you're bleeding. Schmack. Yeah. Perfect. Does a two-handed axe get a charge? Rampage, that's a stance. Fatal Strike is a passive. Finish him as a passive. Rain in Blood. Delivers a strike, knockback chance, and body part damage, bleeding, blah blah blah. Replenishes, so that is not a charge. Maim and kill is a passive. Okay, that's a charge. Or no. No, this is a cleave, isn't it? Deliver a strike to a 3x2 tile area within 3 knock chance. No. This strike can knock back its targets. Yeah. This is just like a axe cleave. Okay. I guess it doesn't have a charge and it has the hook instead. Well, that isn't a problem per se, but I think that the hook should be able to stop the troll from healing. Because usually I rely on a charge attack for the troll. But that should be fine. We might get the charge attack in the warfare tree anyways. We'll be on our way to level 6 as well. Let's go this way and just fill in the map, because it's going to bother me that that thing's just sitting there if I don't clear it out. Okay, there we go. Then I think I'll just cross the bridge. We'll also grab some water once we hit the river. Okay. I'll grab this just to put it on this. Ow. Where are all these archers coming from? Ow. You guys can go back to hunting. Don't bother me. Okay. Perfect. Oh, you want some? You got some then. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can't take the damage. Okay, we're almost back. Ow. Ow. Was hoping he would miss. Well, this is a bit of an expensive little detour, but we're good. We can start doing the dungeons and getting the caravan quest unlocked. Let's go up and clear this part of the map out while we're heading back to town. But we should be in a position to so in 2 more levels we can pretty much unlock a majority of the talents in the tier below, and then in the level following that we will have all those unlocked. And then we will pretty much have our raw power of our axe unlocked without getting the tier 3 treaties book or getting super high level. Alright, we'll rotate back this way and save at the bandit camp. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end the session here for now. We will be heading back into town on the next episode. Grabbing the quest to go do the fort at the outskirts dungeon. We'll also get the mill quest complete to find the key, grab the extra items in there, but probably not at the same time that we do the fort, because the fort's going to have a bunch of loot we need to drag back. And then we'll do the brewery quest as well. Probably hit up the last 2 dungeons just to fully clear this area out. And then maybe we'll head over here, finish clearing this out again, and go mine this out and get all that money, that extra cash, so that once we hand in the quest, well, once we decide to talk to Bryn, we can ride all the way down to the third town and get our caravan quests completed, so that we are well equipped to deal with doing this town's dungeons. And then maybe in the episode after that we can do a really early troll or something. But anyways, if you watch the end, thank you. Have a great day.